Hey gang, it is September. The Vikings just played their first game. The kids are back in school. You've already gotten out to the fair. You're probably on a diet now because of it. Anyway, what I wanted to talk to you guys about is this is a new series I'm starting called Market Watch. And in this episode, I want to show you what the fall or what the seasons mean to you if you're either buying or selling a house. So I am going to share my screen with you and go over a little bit of data with you. And I'm going to show you new listings to start with. So when do the majority of sellers look to sell their house? Well, it's very consistent in Minnesota. You can see that very few people choose to sell their home in December. And the reason for that is just convenience. It's the holiday season. People don't want people in and out of their house looking at it. Their kids are home from school, or they're traveling. It's just not a great time to sell your house. So that's why it always dips every December for new listings. And it always climbs, obviously, in spring, right around March. We start to get to that peak for housing available. And so it comes on March, just keeps going into April, and usually peaks in June. So every year, we get the most new listings on the market right around March through June. As far as buyer activity goes, it's pretty much copying that same trend line. So, there's a little bit of a delay maybe. Sometimes it's January, sometimes it's December in the winter as far as when that lull hits its rock bottom. But springtime, March up into May peaks. May is the peak there. So May seems to be the peak for buyers and buyer activity and when they're getting houses under contract to close on them. So how does that affect you if you are buying or selling a home or looking to in the very near future here? Well, let's look at percent of original list price. So the median over the past, let's take this starting from March. Sellers pretty much got full price for their home from March through today. It dips down into December when there's the least activity on the market. But when we talk about a dip, we're not talking about much. We're talking about 97.7% of original list price this past December. The previous one, 97.8. But last summer, 100% original list price. The one before, 100% during the summer. And again, December, 97. The previous winter in 2016, 96. So sellers aren't getting quite the full price that they are asking for when it hits December. But right now into September, it's still a seller's market. I mean, it's a seller's market regardless of the season. But if you're a buyer, you may not have multiple offers or other buyers that you're contending with if you find that home. And obviously every market segment's a little bit different, but if you're out there looking for a home soon, you may find it's a little better environment because there's not just a horde of buyers out to every home looking. And if you're a seller, it's not a scary time to sell your house right now either. It's certainly better than January or December. You're likely to get full price for your home. But I just wanted to show you guys how the seasons affect real estate in Minnesota. And I hope you found this useful. And please stay tuned for future posts. This was episode 1 of many. So stay tuned and follow our Facebook page. And I will talk to you guys later. Thanks, guys.